Hi, hello there, and welcome to our latest video playthrough. This week is Far Cry 4. I'm Matthew Reynolds, Digital Spies Gaming Editor, and I'm joined by, as always, Ben Lee.
Hello, Matt.
Entertainment Reporter.
I am.
I also forget your title. I always like kind of.
Now you know it.
Now I know, and this is Far Cry 4, which is
cool.
out right now on like all the consoles, the new ones, the old ones, the PC, and it is really pretty.
It is. It does look great.
Yeah.
This is the PS4 version, right?
Yeah, we're playing this on PS4. So it's got like kind of you can move your thumb over the touchpad and it's ultra sensitive and you can select stuff, or you can just like hold L1, which I prefer. So that's immediately the difference between consoles. But yeah, this is not a tropical island as in Far Cry 1 and 3. And this is set in Kyrat, which is kind of like I imagine Nepal style inspired area. And yeah, it's quite snowy and mountainy and very pretty. So just to give you a heads up, we're about an hour and a half into the game. I played it a bit last night and finished. I think it's the first act, they call it as. So
right.
Basically a bunch of like tutorial missions. What it does actually quite differently from Far Cry 3 is that it kind of like introduced the more open world stuff a bit better into the story. So it kind of like, as part of the story, you have to do a hunting mission, then you have to do liberate a tower, then you have to kind of liberate a base, which is usually like kind of you just do that as alongside the story missions in Far Cry 3.
Yeah.
Because I think most people actually agree that the best stuff in this game is that open world stuff. It is kind of like opening up the map and then doing more side content, things like that. So that's basically kind of, it folds that a bit better into the actual game, which I kind of like. So I think what we're going to do on this stream is basically do more of those because that's the best stuff.
Yeah.
So let's. I don't know. Was there a vehicle around here? Did you see one? Yes, there's one on the map. There you go.
So they're called bell towers in this game rather than was it radio towers in the previous game? They're effectively the same thing, though, right?
They are. Yeah. I think actually what this game does, and also again, it's kind of like fold that in narratively a bit better. So Kyrat is kind of like under a regime, kind of dictatorship, by a chap called Pagan Min, and he kind of spreads propaganda in the region. So the bell towers, your objective is to basically kind of like they're broadcasting propaganda messages.
Right.
So you shut those down one by one. I don't remember there being much of a story thing in the first game.
The
last game.
I think there was some reference to the fact that radio towers were broadcasting something, but it wasn't really made clear.
Yeah.
It was like quite vague, some sort of vague reason, but it seems like in this game there is a bit more reason.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is quite nice. I know that's not like. I think a game like this don't massively need it, but actually already about maybe 90 minutes into it, and the story and the gameplay stuff seems more tightly weaved together. Which I think, like when I think back to Far Cry 3 story, I actually don't remember much of it. I just remember that you were like an American tourist kidnapped, you have to rescue friends, and that's basically it. And
I love the characters because they were so obnoxious and terrible in a kind of fun way.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I think this game's really got some like interesting characters. Like Pagan Min is like a very kind of like.
How does it compare to Voss from Far Cry 3?
He's not quite. He's equally as sinister, but not quite as like loose cannon. For basically, like he's a bit more calculated, I think, as a villain, but still quite entertaining as a So yeah, he's obviously one of the characters. There's various other side characters. They seem entertaining so far. I don't really remember much of them. Like I don't remember their names. I think there's a guy called Paul, which is one of your friends, very start of the game, and he doesn't seem like a nice guy. But generally, that stuff seems good. This obviously, this is basically teach you. That's one of the new things is co-op in this game. So yeah, you can invite friends. So when you start the game, you are given the option to. So I'm just quickly reading this. This seems new as well.
It looks like there's
you can hire people with you.
And you can collect common points or something to upgrade other stuff or something.
Can we grab this or just for co-op?
No, you can totally ride that.
Great, let's do it. Yes, there's all kinds of new modes of transport. There's kind of like new co-op stuff. So yeah, I think co-op you to take on special missions. But yeah, you have to enter the game. If you're playing as co-op, you have to enter the game as an online game.
Right.
So you can't just like play halfway through and think, okay, I'm going to join my friends and do stuff. It's very different. But yeah, you can pretty much, apart from the mountains in the distance, you can pretty much go anywhere you see here, which is really cool. So we actually want to go. What we're doing.
Have you run out of fuel?
I don't know. I'm basically just fumbling around the controls. So yeah, I want to go to that bell tower there. That's the aim, so let's head around. Yeah, otherwise, like, there's lots of little changes, like there's like hostage missions, which I've done a couple of, which basically have you go into like a certain base and you have to rescue like 2 out of 4 hostages, so you have to be stealthy and kind of move through. I actually find controlling vehicles in this game a lot tougher. They've changed the control switch just on the left stick,
Right.
and you kind of use the right stick to aim and fire, and even though I've changed those, there you go, let's get out of here. It's a good spot. Yeah, it's just a bit more difficult. There's also elephants to ride as well.
Have you seen many of them?
I've helped an elephant, an elephant has helped me storm a base, which has been quite handy. Traversal in this game is a bit different because obviously it's a bit more rocky. So I imagine vehicles like that come in much more handy. There's also climb ropes everywhere.
Right, so you can grapple onto them and
yeah.
climb up.
They take a little while to actually... yeah.
So fall damage is still a thing in this.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah, you can grapple.
I remember Far Cry 3, it was very easy to fall to your death. Like it didn't, they were a bit more harsh compared to other games with fall damage.
No, that sentiment definitely carries over here. So I might take a car this time. I think that's probably sensible.
Well, you did have a car until Hurt came along and basically made it vanish.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's just go over here. But yeah, I've played 90 minutes and I've done kind of like the basic Far Cry stuff, and it's very similar to the third game, and that's a really good thing. I think it was one of the best surprises of 2012. Yeah, it was
12.
Really enjoyed that.
It came out of nowhere in a way because people knew it was coming out, but there wasn't that much hype around it really.
No,
and it came out in early December as well.
Yeah.
It was so late in the year.
Yeah, I think it caught a lot of people by surprise, but it was just a game where I think all of it was very much like a pure open world game, and all of its components just fit together really well.
Yeah.
I think we've seen, especially Ubisoft games, we've seen all those elements elsewhere before. So in some ways they're nothing new, but the way they approach them in a really kind of ways that kind of just save time, that are a bit more efficient. It's really good. It's the same with this as I was doing last night. Every activity kind of feeds into each other. So once you finish one, then it's well, actually the next thing that won't take me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just right here, or there's a vehicle or a zip line that will kind of boost me down. Yeah, so that's really clever. So again, this is new. Karma level, then to higher. Yeah, so that sounds kind of interesting. But I'll get into that later. So this can still trail. I reckon it can still follow way up. But yeah, already last night I was kind of I did a base, and I did a tower, and I was exploring and upgrading my equipment. And all of that, I kind of got the same kind of feeling of when I played Far Cry 3. It was I need to do all of this. This is all really good. So I can imagine that was one of the few games in the last few years that I wanted to do 100%. And I got fairly far through it.
Yeah,
I mean, already got spotted.
I'm not really usually a fan of open world games, but Far Cry 3, they just, all the mechanics and the setting itself and everything just combined with each other really well. And I didn't 100% it, but I ended up doing a lot of stuff in it. I think I cleared all the outposts, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, I did kind of all the basics. There's a car, it's just telling us a cargo choice nearby, so should we try and hijack it? Apparently that gives us a bonus, so let's do that. That's another thing with this, with Far Cry 3 at least, it kind of very cleverly just drip feeded you new things to check out. I think it's gone on my map. Cargo truck. Yeah, we've missed it. It's a shame. But yeah, it would just do that now and then. It'd be okay, you're doing this thing, but if you want to do this other thing very quickly, if you want to quickly grab these items or just, observe this random activity happening, then you can do. So let's try again. Let's leave that here. Yeah, at the start of the game it already gives you a ton of ammunition. I'm not doing very well when it comes to stealth here. Where is that? You can't see them, can you?
No.
On the map. Why?
I thought I saw a guy, but I wasn't sure who it was. Left? Right, no, sorry, right. Right.
They're on the map.
I saw one guy. Left by the cliff.
Is there? He's just missed us. Okay. Yeah, not terribly accurate with this thing. No,
It seems quite tricky to aim actually, because there isn't
It's not like
there isn't a pinpoint.
No, it's kind of like I think it's dead in the middle of the two.
Right.
So I think he died. Yeah, that's good. So we got here. Yeah, they give you tons of weapons, but my upgrades are really to a point where where I've only crafted enough to have one primary weapon. So even though an assault rifle in that instance would be better, I can't really carry one because I prefer going stealth where possible. I find that more fulfilling. So that's the radio tower. So if you haven't played a Far Cry game before, how basically the progression of the game works is that once you get to a tower, so the map is basically fogged out. So as you can see here, I've only got that section open. You can go anywhere in the game that you want. And there's a lot of the game, as you can see. It's quite big. Quite a big area, but it's only really accessible and kind of viewable once you've liberated these bell towers.
So basically like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed, pretty much every Ubisoft game. And then, but once you've done that, it's still under the enemy rule because there's still bases. So you also want to do the bases as well, and that gives you fast travel points. That gives you, like as it says there, trading posts, new quests. Also, they're just really, really fun.
Yeah.
Because they're little sandboxes where, and we'll show you in a little bit, because we'll do like say that one or that one. And that also then makes the area safe so you can explore without enemies appearing at random.
So it seems like there are guards at the towers this time around, because I don't recall there being many sort of like enemy threats in Far Cry 3 when you're trying to scale those radio towers.
I was trying to think this earlier. I can't remember. I think they were, but they were like few and far between. But the two I've already checked out already has them. There's more story stuff around, so there's more like yeah, you get hints of characters. Yeah, just random little colourful text. Like you'll come across a building saying like, "Oh, my daughter has died," and I've gone to mourning, and then right there's like a body, and it's. Yeah, it adds a bit more kind of that flavour, which I don't think the third one had. I think what my main problem was the third, or like, yeah, the really real issue I had was that just generally, as we were talking about the story a second ago, like there really wasn't much like world building. It was very much like it felt like a tropical island. I don't actually remember much of the actual world itself.
I felt like with 3, like the actual island itself was the character in a way, rather than trying to make it feel alive. Which I think it seems like this. Far Cry 4, it seems like it's trying to do both, like trying to make the setting kind of really feel like a character, and also, like you say, like world building a little bit with kind of making it feel a bit more alive.
Yeah, absolutely. So that stuff's, I mean, it's definitely appreciated. Like it's got bits of both, and I think the story this time is just a bit clearer and a bit more interesting. So basically, you're scattering your mother's ashes in this region, where she was originally from, because I think as a child you emigrated to America and become an American citizen. So her wish is you come back here. And you find out Pagan Min is kind of like was a friend of your mother's. I'm not sure exactly their relationship, and it's like, well, turns out that your father and your mother like started this terrorist group, this resistance movement, which is who you're working for in this game right now. So I think it's a bit more like it makes sense that you're clearing out different regions of the game because you are a resistance movement fighting against this regime. So all of it just like thematically makes a bit more sense in terms of what you're actually doing. I think again the third one, I can't actually remember why I was doing what I was doing. It just seemed a bit.
One thing I did like about the story in the third one though, is that that's the idea of you're a tourist, that you're just like plumped into this open world.
Yeah.
Whereas like in this game, it seems like your character's already quite able and.
Kind of. It's like it's weird because you are very much like just an American with no combat skills, and even from the beginning, that no one trusts you, and then you do like you liberate a base and like, oh, you can actually handle yourself. All that sort of stuff still is there, and it feels a bit weird. But in terms of like actually story, in terms of like yeah, there's still like disconnect between like the player being a badass and the actual person in the story not being competent.
Right.
But in terms of like what you're actually doing. In terms of your overall goals, it makes a bit more sense. That's all. I think that's the thing most games find tricky to do, is that kind of making sure those things connect together.
Yeah.
I think in this one it does it better. It's not perfect, but it's like it's there. But ultimately, that stuff, even if it wasn't there, it wouldn't really matter because I think this is still a really good open world game. There's just loads to do, loads to see. So as soon as you liberate this tower. Each one is kind of like a little climbing challenge, which I always quite enjoy. you'll get a little preview of what's around.
Oh, hasn't.
Yep.
No.
Pretty cheerful. Yeah, it seems like instead of hunting challenges, you get dens to clear out, which.
Yeah, I never bothered with the hunting challenges in the third game actually. That's one thing I didn't.
They were really good.
I did a couple, then I got bored with them.
Yeah. So as you can see now, the map will sort of clear out.
Because I think for me, like, you know, if you're doing something,
Yeah.
I feel like there has to be some sort of tangible reward, and so if you're like hunting to upgrade your equipment, that is something tangible.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong, like, but I didn't feel like the hunting challenges themselves actually offered that much.
I think let's find out with this, because I think it does unlock stuff. There was a reason why. I think it was really fun. I think every little side, like usually like inside side missions in games, I usually ignore. But Far Cry 3, I think every component was so well done that I wanted to do them all. So I think with this, let's check out hunting. Oh yeah, there is hunting missions, and you get, I think like K equals money.
Is it calm? Oh, money, yeah.
Or yeah, it might be karma. I'm not sure. And then also weapons unlock. So there's reasons to do it. And you get XP for everything you do anyway. So there's lots of stuff.
I think it kind of probably depends on how easy it is to come by money. Because I remember, like, I wasn't really that skilled in the third game at all, really.
No, not at all. Apparently there's a propaganda poster here. So again, there's like a collectible.
Right.
And again, it kind of makes sense. The posters gone past supply. So let's do that. So I think if you just go down here. And go in here. This is what I was about earlier, it kind of all connects together, which is what I really appreciate about the third game. It felt like you could just string from one to the other. There's not much travelling. So let's do this. So this one is a bit different to the last one where it's literally like a race. This is kind of like a race against time, but you have to also like kill enemies on the way and stuff. So it's not as quick. So let's find out.
Over and out.
I have to say it's actually like, I'm glad it's like a very like frame rate wise in terms of like visuals. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Because I played Far Cry 3 on a 360, and it was playable, but the frame rate was very choppy. Visually, like I played the PC version, I think at E3. And it looks gorgeous, like stunning. So this is like a bit more comparable to what probably the vision is for what it should be.
I didn't really notice the frame issue because I didn't play the PC version beforehand. So I guess you had a disadvantage in that you knew what to expect from like PC version.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, I've never seen the PC version, so.
Oh God.
Oh wow.
Yeah, usually with animals when you get a clean kill and use an arrow to get double the skins, but right now.
This is going, yeah. Oh.
Feet. Right. Oh God, run out.
Oh dear.
There you go. That was a very muted death.
Do they still have the healing animations where he just cracks his fingers or like shoves his hand into his bullet hole?
Kind of, nothing as gross as that. I've had like just bandaging up and different variants. Do I want the shotgun? No, I really like my bow and arrow. I know it's not really serving me very well so far, but I quite like it. Right, what was I doing? Got to find the bag. There's a bag right here somewhere.
I do like the idea of playing it stealthily in Far Cry 3 and 4. I probably would go when I unlock it. I'd probably go for a silenced weapon.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like a lot of those, they're either really expensive to begin with, or after so many bases they unlock for free.
Right.
So I try and do the cheap way. Like if I force myself to actually do all this stuff, which is always really fun, then I get it eventually. But it means like having for now instead of a sniper rifle that's silenced, which was my go-to weapon, I think. I just have to use a bow and arrow, which is fine, but not as tricky. One-hit kills and stuff, but it's a bit hard to hit. Yeah, but yeah, you were saying you played the 360 version.
Yeah. There were only like one or two missions where where the action was really heavy that the frame rate would significantly drop. But yeah, because I never played the PC version, I wasn't really that bothered by it. But now I don't think I can go to play Far Cry 4 on 360 or PS3.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and we haven't tried what those console versions are like, but if they're anything like they were fine. I play happily a lot of Far Cry 3 on a oh god, where did that come from? On a 360, but like the frame rate just wasn't consistent. And a game like this where it's so open and so I think you need to go from one area to the next reasonably quickly. I think it really helps to have it's a game where it's like, yeah, I'm glad I bought a next-gen console because I can play this at a decent kind of stature. So there's, tell me the last game you want to kind of scope out enemy sentries. Yeah, and enemies are pretty dumb usually, but that's fine. That makes sense, I think, for a stealth game. I didn't get them all. There's quite a few of them in there.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That guy. No, he's not going down. Oh, he did go down. Is that reinforcements?
There's your guys.
Oh yeah.
Don't kill them.
I was about to like enter it with a grenade. Is there one still alive? Is that everything? That's everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll take that bit in a sec. So we're just gonna find the. Yeah, I think I preferred the packages minigame or side quest from the original. From the last game, where you basically it was like you got to like get to A to B really quick.
Right.
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, vaguely, yeah.
You just got to basically jump on like a little like whatever vehicle at hand. You're gonna get there in like 60 seconds. I want to get onto this because I haven't got much time. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this kind of merges combat and driving, at least it seems so.
Can you shoot while you're driving?
You can, I think it's L1. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, the default controls have you like use the right stick and R2. I just find that really hard. Like I couldn't get. It was kind of like Halo controls, but not really. It just wasn't that great. A minute to get up there. So hopefully we can grapple up at the same time.
I think you'll get there easily with hand and spur.
Yep.
As long as you don't encounter too many enemies.
Two down there. So these grapple points. So you get a lot of these because it's very mountainous. Go. And it should be down here, right? Let's quickly heal. There you go.
Did you even get shot? Oh yeah, you did. Oh, sorry. I don't know what I was talking about. Of course you got shot.
Yep. Loads of bullets. Is it just around here, apparently? Is it below?
It's below, I think.
Oh god. So it might be this. Crow's here. Yeah, right here. Kind of getting stuff in the terrain. There you
No.
It doesn't know what it wants to do.
No.
This is really weird. I've got 16 seconds, why isn't it?
Oh.
There you go.
You came up with your own solution.
Well, here are your packages.
Heal up. Who's firing at me from there? Done. So yeah, there's loads of little open world
Oh,
stuff.
elephant.
What do you want to do better?
Ride it. Can you ride it?
I don't know. I don't know if we can just. Well, let's find out. Let's rock up and try and ride it.
If not, kill it and skin it for. Does you need it for crafting?
Yeah, pretty much. It's very quickly showing the crafting menu. Pretty much everything. So every item has got upgrades, and to upgrade them, you have to kill animals. And again, going back to like what I was saying before, like how everything in the game just kind of fits together. Like you'd want to, like you just feel very compelled to actually kill a bunch of animals because you need to. And then like, well, on the map in this area there's pigs, so I'll go to there. Once I do that, I can increase my amount of items. Which actually I might do that next because I am desperately running out of items. So just find some pigs, but first let's get this elephant dealt with. Can we easily get down?
You're probably gonna die.
Yeah, it's very shallow, isn't it? Can we grapple down? I'm not actually sure.
No.
No.
I think you can go down there.
Yep. There you go. Yeah, that seems a bit awkward, but I actually find it really fun to try and work my way around the environment. I just jump on it.
Ah.
Maybe it's only certain elephants, like maybe they have to have like kind of, don't know what the word is. It's not stirrups. It's like, you know, the little thing on their back.
Right.
Technically, you're lower now. I could jump on you. But no, should we try and kill it?
Yeah.
What have we got to have?
Will they let you kill it?
Yeah.
Oh. I feel sorry for it now.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's a bit tough playing this because you have to kill animals, but ultimately
It's all survival.
you need their pelts. Oh, it's damaged skin.
Oh, you blew it up with a grenade.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
Sorry, my friend.
See, that was for nothing.
That,
Could've
that
been
was
nothing.
yeah, that was in vain. Yeah, that was pretty terrible. Okay. Right, I need to get away and revive. So, what do you want to do next? Should we try and liberate a base?
Yeah, let's
kind
do
of our
that.
next open world plan. Is this how you'd play the game, Ben? How did you approach Far Cry 3 when you played it?
Yeah, I think I progressed in the story, and then where it got to the point in the story where you're kind of in an area that I've never been to before, then I would kind of go to the tower. I would liberate outposts nearby, stuff like that, and then so my progress in the open world was tied to the story.
Yeah,
that's how I would do it.
Yeah, likewise. I think for this one, I probably would do this. I'd probably like do the outer regions because I know there's missions around there. Should we kill the local lieutenant?
Yeah, let's get some common points.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this all ties in. These arrows aren't particularly the best.
Oh no.
Never go-to weapon last time. Oh, here we go. Let's use this thing. I'm gonna blow up. Just yeah, that's fine. I was lieutenant down there, I think.
Right.
That's fine. I need to clear those guys anyway. Oh, it is here. Isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, so I've got to just...
Would he just show up?
Maybe that's him over there. Yeah, it might be over there. Die. So, where has he gone? Yeah, I'm not sure how these things work right now.
Have you checked inside the vehicle?
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's... But is it like disrupt? It's repair. So disrupt. Let's make things better. That's the way the world should be, right? I'm done. No, I reckon the guy that was there has ran off somewhere.
And they just not marked it because you didn't.
I didn't actually kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably how it went down. Because he did. There was a guy up here somewhere that ran off. I don't know. Right, let's liberate a base.
Yeah, the liberating stuff was probably my favourite thing to do in 3. I would always start off stealth, and then if I get spotted, then I'll just roll with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people would like kind of want to restart, if they got spotted, but I like the fact that you had to improvise sometimes.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you maybe during your scouting you've missed a guy, and you need to kind of like tweak your plan to kind of take that into account.
Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes when you're trying to do that, it's really hard to actually kind of make it all happen coherently.
Yeah, because things never go to plan, really.
Yeah, and like the thing is, like, if you do it stealthily, there's two basically rewards for it, right? There's an actual tangible reward where it's like bonus XP and stuff like that, and also it just saves time because if you get spotted, they call reinforcements.
Yeah.
So it's worth your while doing it stealthily, and yeah, it's probably the best way to play this game anyway.
Propaganda post on the left.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that in a sec. Should we take out this fall? Grab that. Someone will get a reward. Okay, probably.
One of them's gonna.
Yeah, so let's cancel that arrow.
Can I throw rocks and stuff like the previous game?
Yep, still can do that. So there two. One right there. Probably take him out, can't I?
Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Oh,
Did I get spotted?
You did. And they've called reinforcements.
Damn it. Oh, throwing bullets in that weapon. This is terrible, this is going terribly.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Go on. No. There's no comments for that.
I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. You and me, Ben.
Like, you know, in the past you've criticised my stealth. I feel like that was a very Ben Lee approach to stealth.
No, I object strongly to that. So Ben Lee approach to stealth is like just going in like guns blazing, no regard for like positioning. Like that, I feel I did it. I approached it the right way. Just that I was very unfortunate that my arrow didn't kill the person. I had no weapons to back it up, etc. So let's try this again. There was another guy, wasn't there? There was a guy who walked up there.
I think maybe he'll come by in a sec when you stop patrolling.
Yeah. How many arrows got? 5. Yeah. Alright, let's go around here. Yeah, I find the stealth to actually be fairly forgiving in this game. Like, someone spots you, you've got like a second maybe to back away.
Yeah, I like that actually, because, you know, I'm not, I mean, as you can probably guess, I'm not a huge stealth fan usually.
And like like if you're right in front of them and they spot you, that's it. And that's fair enough. But I think I actually need a better weapon than this. Back away and heal.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of a disadvantage that you can only carry one primary weapon.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have like a stealth weapon and a backup, a loud weapon.
Yeah. When stuff like this happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. So I'll maybe do that in a sec, maybe get some upgrades. So that is not it, is it? We've got reinforcements on the way. There they are. Let's get some grades up. Got here apparently still.
Yeah, I don't think you killed him.
Despite 18 bullets in the face. Because he was wearing armor.
Still alive.
Yeah, still. There you go. Let's quickly heal as well. Yeah, so obviously not a great way to show how to liberate a base. This is also showing what happens when things go wrong. It's still fun, it's still like, well, it'll work out. Let's kill these dudes.
Got a little bit careless there.
Man. Again, Ben, how would you approach this?
Well, I would probably turn off the alarm when possible.
Good idea.
That's what I would have done in that situation.
Yeah, I would. It's difficult because they usually raise it straight away, so I try and stealth it and just ignore the alarm because the idea is that I'd clear it without them actually knowing I was there.
Right.
But yeah, so where is the alarm? Do you have to like check it on your? I can't remember.
You have to. I think you have to kind of scout a little and figure it out.
Yeah, there's a guy there. It's probably on this side, isn't it? We can't see it here.
Yeah. I think it must be near where one of the enemies is standing, because the fact that it was called immediately.
Yeah, is usually a sign.
Hmm.
So there's a guy in that building. I don't want to really bump to it.
Might be a sniper up there. Nope. But we've got to get a good vantage point. And...
Yeah.
Do you have like binoculars again? Yeah.
It's just basically your camera. Is he
I think he saw you.
Yeah, did someone see me?
Are they shooting at you, or was it something else?
People are firing. Yeah, people are firing, but I don't know.
It's not.
Oh, maybe he spotted me. This guy. Where's he going? Where are you going? I'll just shoot in the top of the head. Yeah, I think someone must have spotted me. Where's the alarm then? Oh no, they're firing at someone else.
Yeah, so is it animals? And now they've put alarm.
Yeah.
They're like animals. There you go.
Now I should let them to it. That's another thing with this, is that if there's an animal nearby, like in a cage, you can. Where's the alarm? Is that it?
Yeah, for now. Turn around. Maybe the alarm's like left a bit. Maybe it's because that building seems quite large. There it is.
Oh, it's too late, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll let you know for next time. I'm assuming that you're gonna die here.
There won't be a next time, man. I've got that.
It's a good throw.
Yeah, that's bad. I've got another grenade now, right now. So yeah, as the game goes on, it gets a bit easier because you can, like, you have more weapons. You have more weapons available at any given time. Like, your stats are better.
You got more skills as well. I'm assuming skills.
Yes.
You can like skill tree and stuff.
Yeah, we'll check that in a sec. I think once I've done this, I'm due a couple anyway.
Because I always love to go down like the stealth routes, like extra ways of stealth kills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're always cool.
There you go. That's how you do it. See, there is no next time, Ben. I did it first.
You showed me there.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, the Matthew Reynolds method of clearing bases is very, very precise, very clean.
Yeah, you know.
Problem-free.
Do it first time round.
I can assure you, I'm usually better. I'm just rusty. But I think, like, because there's like 30 of them or whatever. Like, by the time you get used to it, it's a lot better. So yeah, there's more. That's what we got.
Assassination.
Do you want to try that?
Yeah, let's go for it.
There's a couple of posters. I'm gonna redo my weapons. I'm gonna pop in here.
Can you? Do you have enough money to buy some stuff?
Yeah, it'd be good to get a silenced weapon, I think. I'm good. Like, even just like a pistol would be quite handy. So that's... okay, so that's...
You can sell first, I think.
Yeah, sell, quick sell, all that stuff. So I do want a... So bottom left it will say like whether it's silenced or not, or silenced. Start comparing, so if you customise. So I don't think I add attachments.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have...
So ideally you would want sort of a silenced weapon to it.
So how can you tell what you can? Oh, I see now. All right.
The boat, that boat.
Yeah, yeah.
I can afford that. I might go for it for the meantime. Yeah, I think that's my best option for a long range stealth weapon.
Right.
Should I do that? Because stats are better.
Yeah, if you want to go for it. It's your. I'm not going to tell you how to play the game.
Yeah, it's also there's a bit of sight on it.
Yeah.
Yep. So can I buy this?
I think the big problem with the previous bow was like you couldn't. The aiming reticule wasn't accurate.
Yeah.
In terms of it was hard to tell.
So hopefully this is better. So can I? Has this got a scope to it then? Would you want range? I mean, accuracy is our best one, isn't it? Given the choice between that.
I would go for accuracy over zoom.
Range.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can always buy the other one later. Done. So that's done.
You've got a lot of money actually.
Yeah, I don't spend a lot. Again, I'd rather like unlock stuff by actually playing it through. So those if they aren't stealth, that's a good weapon for now for like a quick short range. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. And let's refill ammo as well. Yeah, it's actually very expensive for what is very little. Okay, I think that's. I don't know if like in Far Cry 3, every time you liberate a base, it's also like a collectible item, but there's none here. And I'm going to fast travel to daytime because I prefer to operate in daytime. So let's go for 7 a.m. again. Did earlier. It's not the most easiest thing to.
No, it's not the most user-friendly watch.
No, 6:30 in the morning. Let's do that. Yeah, so we're obviously live streaming this, so if there's any questions or comments you've got about the game, then be sure to let us know in Twitch, and we'll do our best to answer them. So what we're doing, what was the next thing we said we were going to do?
Assassination.
Assassination, yeah.
Check your
That's better.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, that is a lot better. I remember the default bow in Far Cry 3 just being incredible, so maybe they thought, right, let's scale it down a bit.
Yeah. Discreetly eliminate.
And hide his body. That sounds a bit more involved.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can really do it because I'm useless, but
you got your new bow.
I have a new bow.
Yeah. I always love to run with a silence pistol. There's something badass about it, I find.
In games in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is quite satisfying. Yeah, given the option, I'd like to do that. Oh, he's really... No, it's not him. It's there. Cool, it's on an island. It's quite exciting.
It just feels more like clean and precise than like a silenced assault rifle.
Yes,
For example.
yeah. When that unlocks, I'll have that as one of my sidearms. I'll have like a... Basically, I think I'd want a sniper rifle, a silenced pistol, a good assault rifle, and a bow.
Yeah.
That's probably me done then. Nothing too explosive or messy, I just want... Oh god, I'm still rolling.
I can't believe you're still alive.
See, it's fine. It's all good. It's all okay. Right, let's swim this way. You can still find random treasures underwater, if you choose to explore.
Is that going to kill you? No.
I can't use my bow. Oh yeah,
Oh.
yes it is.
It's like a piranha, right?
Can I kill it?
You probably can, actually.
No. Eyes on the prize. See, here we go, here's the base.
Okay, so you have to kill Commander
And then
without being detected.
easy.
So basically, you don't want to do what you did in the previous liberating the base.
Which was what? Play very well. Efficiently. I remember this from E3 though as well. Like their demo when they first revealed it at E3 properly was like a base liberation. There's various different ways to do it. But even that was really hard. So I don't know if overall they've scaled the difficulty. Because our review isn't quite live on the site just yet. But generally, like it's got very good scores, very good impressions. Yeah, I think the general synopsis is that it's very similar to Far Cry 3.
Yeah.
Which I'd agree with, and that again is fine by me because.
I'll be honest. I mean, I think it's fine, but at the same time, part of me is a little bit disappointed in a way, because it just. I mean, I haven't. To be fair, I've not played it, right? But
yeah,
I don't know. Like, I kind of would like to see them take a bit more risk, because
right.
Far Cry 3 was kind of a risk in a way. The way they kind of like the way they developed the game and put it all together.
Yeah.
And I can see why they kind of followed the same blueprint. But the second time around, again, I'm going to stress that I've not played it. But the second time around is probably won't feel as novel as I was going to see at the body.
That's fine.
As fresh, So that's my concern basically.
Yeah, I could sort of see that, but for me, again, as I've been playing this, I've been like, oh man, I forgot how good Far Cry 3 was. I'm happy to play more of the same. And it's not a strict. Like, I think what we're doing actually right now is very similar to what we did in the third game. There is like those calmer things that are quite different. Maybe they'll change some of the. How do you hide a body? You know it is.
There you go.
Where could a body be hid effectively? Okay, one of the hiding spots.
So behind you. I guess one thing I'll say is that at least it's not an annual sort of thing. Like if it was like 3 years on the trot, them doing this, then there would be. I would have been more concerned.
Nice.
What?
Let's try that again. Can I? Yeah. Let's drop down here. I love ragdoll. So is that hidden?
It doesn't feel hidden. It probably is. It probably counts, but.
We're still saying at the top left. I think I've just.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Body hidden.
I think the piranha just ate it. Well, let's pretend it did.
Yeah. I want to kill this guy because he's annoying. Yeah, it's a very, but at the same time, like visually, it's a lot better. Like frame rate again.
Yeah.
Far Cry 3 with like some better story stuff, some better visuals. I'm fine with, and I think actually the world itself is really interesting.
I've actually
got a lot of character to it.
The story apparently is. I've only this is from like reading a couple of like opinions online. Like the story seems to be quite divisive actually.
Okay.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, I think there's some elements of choice in it, which the last Far Cry 3 didn't have. Done. Boom. See, Ben, that was very efficient. I knew what I was doing that time.
There are only like 3 guys though. I'm not going to give you any credit.
But I dealt with it. I think the bow really helped. I mean, that's a much more efficient weapon. Should we head down river to this town? This base?
Yep. Sure.
Let's go that one. Yeah. But yeah, again, I was playing it last night, and as I was just like going through one objective to the other, I was just like, yeah, I can. The way this game just like kind of just puts everything in the right places, makes it just like really easy to go from one to the next, and it's all just really fun. Yeah, that's absolutely fine with me. I'm very happy to kind of play this a lot.
So here's a question: in 2 years' time, if they do the same thing, Far Cry 5, you know, like pretty much the same game but a new setting, a different story, would you still be as enthusiastic?
Good question. I don't know. I think for me you're right. It's because it's not annualized. It really helps because if the same game came out next year, I probably wouldn't be as excited. 2 years from now, I'd expect some differences and changes. I think.
Yeah.
But I think again, like there is enough here that is different and new. It's a very very similar game, but it's like I don't know. I thought the third game was so good anyway. But that's fine by me. And like to play it on a next gen console where it looks just really good, plays really well. I'm really interested in co-op actually. That could be a kind of a significant difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. In 2 years, I'd like to see some differences. Like Far Cry 2, even though it's very divisive, I never played it, but from what I heard, it had some really interesting things like the whole malaria,
right?
The way guns would jam. Like those are kind of like really fundamental things that have a specific, like add a real tone and flavour to the game. And Far Cry 5 could do that. Could add those things again. You know, it might make it a bit kind of. You know, I think with what we've seen in Assassin's Creed 5, although that's a lie, I was about to say, you know, that's kind of become a bit samey every year. It has, but also thematically it does change. Like, last year was Pirates. Year before that was like North America. This year it's kind of back to Paris. So it does kind of shape itself up. So like, could they do an urban area with Far Cry? Could that work?
I've been wanting an urban Assassin's Creed since like the second game.
Or like a modern day, like they could do that
because they've teased it. They were teasing it with the Desmond stuff. I feel because Desmond was learning how to be an assassin or something. And then that never came to fruition because his story ended.
Yeah, I see. Like, could they do that with Far Cry instead? Could that be the next?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's things they could do that they could actually change it up. But for now, like again, this fourth game, I'm only a couple of hours in, but I can already tell that it's a game I'm going to play quite a lot. Yeah, this plays a lot better. Yeah, the way it kind of just all loops together, how it kind of everything just reinforces everything else. I think it's just a really well made open world game. And you're right, like could they just do the exact same thing and make a fifth game out of it? I don't know whether it would be. Yeah, I don't know if it would be as successful or as attractive to me personally.
Yeah.
Then again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the thing, right? So it's tricky. We'll see.
I hope the developer will kind of figure out the.
Wow.
I trust the developer to kind of come up with a solution to that problem.
Yeah, we've already seen a few interesting little glitches. Only like mainly visual stuff. Like I struggled to get up a thing. The body being hidden on the rock. That guy seemingly checking his ear before dying.
Yeah, me and glitches is kind of weird because I usually don't like glitches at all. But if I'm watching someone else play it, having someone else to laugh with, that's
Yeah, as long as it doesn't break the game.
Yeah.
And it's mainly visual, like it has been with this so far. It's fine and it's funny. Like with open world games, it's okay because it's like it's all a bit silly anyway. Like this, just random things like animals will get together and start fighting each other. Like it feels fine. Like you're playing a video game, right?
Yeah.
This is not really that realistic. I would never like expect this to actually happen. So the fact that it's all very silly anyway, it kind of smooths over the cracks. Do I want to? I'm just going upstairs.
You're doing quite well so far.
It's the bow, I think. I think the bow really helps. Yeah, for that last one I just couldn't quite get it done. Done.
There you go. Undetected.
Undetected. Yeah, I should add that my first base was undetected as well. Although technically I used an elephant, like break an elephant out of a little cage, and that worked out well. We've got maybe 5 minutes left to do stuff. So what have we got to skills? So yeah, show the skills tree. This is basically.
Is it similar to 3 then?
Yeah, pretty much. This is kind of split up into tiger and elephant, which means like offensive, defensive. I've got 6 points, which is quite a lot. Reduced damage generally is a good one to have.
What do you usually spend your points on in these sorts of games?
Oh, there you go. You have to learn to ride elephants. So let's learn that. I usually go for health because I think staying alive, especially at the start of the game, is more important to like as you learn stuff. And also, I go after like what is good offensive, like if there's any good stealth offensive stuff.
Right.
Like I won't be using that often, so I'll leave that for now. That I won't be using often. That might be handy for a mission or two, like damage.
If it's situational, I usually ignore it. Like if it's something that I think, oh, that'll be useful for one particular mission, I feel like that's not worth it in the long run.
Yeah.
Because that one mission you could probably.
Yeah, you're right. You can actually like do without. Like that could be handy because it just means.
See, that's interesting to me. Yeah.
So I'll grab that, and it also unlocks a new one. So you ideally want to check. Yeah, I'm usually actually. I'm not a fan of the way some games like gateway content based on like mission progress.
Right.
Because if you, especially a game like this where if you want to just like do the open world stuff, which is I think again the more interesting content. Like the story stuff usually is okay, but it's not what you really want to. I prefer just doing the side content with Far Cry. You'd want to just like prioritize on that.
Yeah.
So like that might take me a while to do those missions. So that's a bit of a shame.
One thing I usually do is just see what the last skill in the tree is.
Yeah, so
because they're usually the most overpowered stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then I kind of work my way back from that.
Yeah, so that soft landing is helpful. We've only got one cost anyway, so let's do vehicles, because that will come in handy at some point. Yeah, elephants.
Do you think you'll find an elephant before we finish?
Yeah, I did actually say in the article description for this that we were going to be riding elephants. So I feel it does misleading if you don't actually ride an elephant.
That looks like an elephant, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's like a hunting challenge, I think. I think that's like the icon. I don't think... Yeah, so how this same with Far Cry 3, like you have to really go to a certain area to find an animal.
Yeah.
Like I think we get like the occasional rare, just random animal anywhere, but it doesn't like there's actually like an area for elephants, unfortunately.
Boo.
Yeah, that is kind of annoying. So is there anything else we can do? We could do that.
Yeah, go for it.
So I don't know if we can do it in 5 minutes, but we can try. I'm not going to run because that's stupid. It's going to take forever. But I am going to steal this car. Someone spotted me. Mate, what are you doing? For that, I'm going to steal your ride. You cheeky little so-and-so. What's he doing storming into my base? I'd like to think that there's also enemies liberating our bases as well in their own little version of Far Cry.
Right.
And so he was trying to do like an offensive attack on our base. The same way I try and get in there, and it just failed massively.
Well, he didn't go to stealth route. That's what
Yeah,
they went wrong.
That's where he failed. Cool. Let's see what this Fashion Week business is all about. But it sounds like it's you just same with Far Cry 3. There are like rare animals or difficult animals, and if you kill them, it's usually also like not is it like a mission, but the crafting items for your upgrades. Usually the last one is kind of very rare or very difficult to kill animal, and these ones kind of help along that path. So it's like you can get by doing this, you'll also get a crocodile skin. I think there's crocodiles in this game.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Again, very kind of enigmatic. characters, that kind of you encounter.
But I can work with this.
So yeah, he'll obviously introduce himself, and then we'll
I am
go ahead and kill some stuff.
Before you spend the last 5 minutes talking.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap up soonish. So yeah, Ben, what do you think of Far Cry 4?
Yeah, I think it looks like a really well done game.
Yeah.
I probably still have concerns about whether it's too similar to Far Cry 3, but at the same time, you know, it's been 2 years. You know, I probably will still have a good time with it.
Yeah, that's the right. I think it's the right amount of time. If they analyse this, which they could do, it'd be interesting to see what the sales are like actually when it comes out.
If it does well, then they might. There's incentive for them to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Assassin's Creed. Was that out last? It was out last week. So
Yeah.
I think that sold quite well.
Yeah.
There's no reason why they can't do 2 like 1 a year. Far Cry. Yeah, it's weird. I think for me it's the right amount of time, and I adored Far Cry 3. So this is like, again, kind of more of the same with some little additions. Like, there are plenty of additions, and maybe the more I play, I've only played what, an hour and a half. Excuse me, 2 hours. It all seems kind of on the surface very similar. It might be different enough that it's like, okay, this is really worth recommending if you were like on the fence or really wanted something different. But for now, it's more Far Cry. I want that. That's good. I like just going from mission to mission, stealthing around, unlocking more of the map, getting more missions, doing those missions, unlocking more stuff. I know that's what open world games are really about. At their core, I think it's just that exploration and unlocking process.
Yeah.
But I think Far Cry does it far better than anyone else. At least to my taste, and how, you know, because there's so many games where it's just like here's some random collectibles on the map or whatever. For this, all the systems just tie in very cleverly. Everything kind of unlocks to each other. The way it kind of bounces around. As far as I can tell with Far Cry 4, that is still the case, and that's what I really, really enjoy. It feels like no time is wasted. It's like, instead of like taking your time traveling from one end to the map to the other, you can just bounce around, do different objectives, and you don't even know you were traveling from one end to the other. And that's the best way to do it. Yeah, and it just looks really pretty. So that's always quite good. Yeah, so I think that's gonna finish us off. I think. Thank you, Mr. Taylorman, for doing that. Yeah, so that's that mission instruction. Hunting quests. Sorry, are now available. Yeah, I think that's us done. Yeah, thank you very much for joining us. If you are a regular follower of our Twitch streams, you'll find that we haven't really been streaming. I'm getting on my similar sounding social networks all mixed up. We usually stream on a Wednesday at 1 PM, and we're doing this streaming out on a Tuesday. So we do extra streams. Like this month has been crazy for releases, so we'll be doing extra ones. So we'll be back tomorrow. Not sure what the game is just yet. We'll let you know very soon. But yeah, if you follow us on Twitch at Digital Spy UK, you'll be notified whenever we're not streaming at only Wednesday 1 PM. That is the usual stream time, but we like to do extra ones as well because this is fun and it's a cool way to show games. Yeah, so Far Cry 4 is out right now. PS4, Xbox One, PS3, 360, PC. It's great. If you liked Far Cry 3, you'll really, really like this one. And it's really good fun. So that's us done. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video. Ben?
Thank you.
Thank you very much for
showing me.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me, Ben, as always.
Anytime. Until next time.
Until next time. Okay, we'll see you very soon.